Alright, can you hear me? Oh my god, was the mic not on that whole time? Fucking hell, I've gotta learn to fucking check this shit. God damn it, bro. Fucking pissing me off, man. I played an hour and I've done a boss fight with no fucking volume. And I was just... Skies was in chat before when I was replying to him and he probably didn't think I was even speaking. Sorry, bro, if you're still here. But... fucking... I don't know why that happens, man. It's like every time I like boot up stream, it like happen. Whatever, man. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. It happens. Whatever, dude.
Well, looks like you've been busy.
Finally, this guy
What? I have no idea.
actually has importance.
Who are you, human? To speak to me like this?
Oh, I'm just another refugee, like you. But I'm not strong enough to defend the balance. That's your purpose.
I have learned that I am weak.
Well, maybe now you finally understand how all humans feel. Pulled into a war they never asked for. Left to their own devices against forces they cannot possibly understand or effectively fight. All of humanity has been betrayed, and yet they still fight on. What about you?
I strayed from the path. I have been jealous. I have been wrathful. I have been lazy. Worse and more. All the things the seventh sin stand for, and I have paid dearly for it.
So in other words, you have lived.
Yes.
Good then. You're finally alive. And with life, there is always
It's hope.
Hope. I was humbled in my battle with envy. No doubt she's on her way to destroy the Charred Council, even as we speak. And I remain stranded on Earth, so when you speak of hope, human, I cannot concur. All hope is lost.
No. Haven is built on hope. Come, speak to Ulthane. You'll see.
Pandora's box, there was the 7 deadly sins, and hidden within was hope. And that's how, I guess... Oh, here we get like a fucking portal. Finally, it's finished. Jones, we don't see him the whole friggin' game. At the start, we see him in the first half an hour to hour, and then we see him in the last hour. Man, Jones should really have been like a better character. He should have been around way more. Like he wasn't even here, like in the place before. Like what the fuck? Oh, we can actually buy artifacts now, dude. Because we beat Pride, and I should have fucking kept some. You know what? I'm gonna sell some of this. I'm gonna sell all of this. I don't need it. Except maybe Undying Havoc. Large healer. I guess I'll keep it just in case. Arcane, Thorn Wrath. We don't need this. Don't need this rubbish. What do I need? Angelics. I don't even have enough to buy.
As you wish.
Which thing is it? Oh, these, okay. Alright, whatever. Do I have anything?
Why did they help me?
It's, kind of what humans do. And the fact that you sent more than a few survivors our way didn't hurt.
All for naught.
We didn't pull you from the rubble to quit now. Envy holds the power of the Seven. Your betrayal can be seen on your face. Left for dead like some useless, discarded thing. But it is not over.
Here, take it. A gift from the Lord of Hollows. Deserves to be in stronger hands than mine.
You know not what you offer, horseman. You cannot be serious.
It's important. Clearly, I'm not worthy. Don't you want it?
This was not meant for me. The Lord of Hollows knew whom he was choosing. His faith will not be questioned. Not by me, anyway.
What?
This milestone should be acknowledged. If you won't do it, I'll do so for you.
A reflecting pool?
Aye, with a few adjustments. But it's only meant for you. Will only take you to your heart's desire.
I desire only to finish what the Council began.
Find your resolve, horseman. It's all you have now. And it is what you need if you're to stop envy and unseat your former masters.
Ah, it's so sick, dude.
Humanity wouldn't be here without you, Fury. Remember that.
We've received word of your many victories.
Come and begin your preparations.
What do you need? All
We still haven't got,
Let's
like,
see
and
what that
we still don't know what that thing is. Is it demonic artifact I need, not angelic? I've got 12. Okay, well, I can't fully upgrade it anyway, but I need demonics now. Demonic, and then I need 6. I need 4 demonic artifacts.
Interesting.
I probably missed 4 demonics in the
Watch your back.
during the game somewhere, but oh well. I guess let's just hand in my souls. Actually, well, let's not. I don't know what this kind of story is. But right, Envy. Didn't we fight? Who's the first boss? I thought her name was Envy. Must be tripping. Defeat Envy. Yeah, that's the character. That's the Envy person. So I don't understand how we fought this character. And then because the Watcher was with us before then. So I understand how the Watcher was Envy. Like, did Envy take over the Watcher? Is that what happened? I mean, it was. And what's the name? I think Lust said something about Envy, right? Like, I'll tell you where Envy is or something. But I don't think we'll see it in this video here. Yeah. Whatever. Maybe we'll find out by the end of the game, but we'll see what happens here. I'm glad to see that the forge is made, whatever this does.
You've spent so long watching and judging. that you've forgotten how to fight!
Dare attack this holy Phantom?
I do! I dare! Because no one else ever has! And that makes this eve sweet! You haughty sons of whores have had this coming for eons, and you have no one but yourselves to thank for it!
Your lust for power will be your undoing, Envy!
Well, isn't that the pot calling a kettle black? When I'm done here and you're nothing left but pebbles, I will simply wait out the apocalypse and destroy whatever weakened generals remain. The Earth will be mine! It's over, Envy! You have failed!
Kill her, horseman! We command!
Oh, shut up! You command nothing but my scorn, and you will know my fury soon enough.
Blasphemy! Trent!
Let's go.
Eat or die, Envy.
Bro, those heels. Jesus. She's actually a sick-looking boss.
No, but it was worth a shot.
There is nothing you have that I do not. You'll know that from me.
Oh wow, I have like no heals. Okay, great. Oh, so now we're gonna fight like all 7 of them, right? Oh, that's cheating. Well, I'm not winning this. Alright, now I've got 6 healings. Let's go. So, I guess in the timeline, Fury was the first to rebel against the Council. If you exclude Death going off on his own in Darksiders 2. And when we come back, War's not there, actually. War's not tied up, so... did he get sent to, I'm not sure if he got sent back to Earth or...
There is nothing you have that I do not.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, that's...
Wordless as when you began.
Jesus, she's actually pretty tough. Can I dodge that? That's a dodge right there. Jesus Christ, man. Right, bloody hell. It's hard to judge the attacks of the like some of the side slashes, the gunshots, and some of the summons. Like when she summons the other sins and they come in. That's fucking cheap, dude. Come on. I gotta dodge that twice, I guess. You know what? Let's use this to bolster defenses. Bro, fucking timing, dude. There we go. Okay. It wasn't that dramatic. Oh, now that's fucking sick. Summoning the whip.
accomplished your task, Fury. Perhaps you should be rewarded. But perhaps not. Envy may have caught us unawares, but we have more than enough power to deal with an insect like you. You have overstepped your bounds, horseman. You shall be punished, along with your brothers, like the impudent child you are.
Nice. The flame. Fuck yeah.
I will not die like this! I will not allow your corruption to spread!
Stop! Where did you get that? Deliver that unto us.
No. No. I don't think it was made for you. Besides, feels pretty good.
Such arrogance! Such gall!
No, that would be pride. This is truth. And the truth is, this can destroy you!
You'll never find out, wretch!
Oh shit, what the fuck? What is she doing there? What? Oh, like she used it as a bomb? Okay. All that energy inside? And she used it as a bomb? Okay. Play the game on any difficulty? Okay. How's the horseman? Beat the game unbalanced? Okay. Alright, so there's only like 666 kills with Havoc form, beat the game on apocalyptic. But I don't think I'm gonna really do that anyway.
Unity is key! If we're to move forward from here, we must move as one!
You won't make it.
The Council!
Enraged. No doubt fueling the attack on Haven in secret. If you have a plan for them... The time is now. Heaven, hell, the Charred Council. They wish to see them annihilated. You know this, but perhaps you don't know the reason. Even before the apocalypse, why were your lives so hard? Because you were created for a great purpose and left unprotected. So those who fear you have set out to destroy you with false promises and wars and sin that they blame on you. They all fear you. That fear can be used against them. Humanity can win this war.
Look around you. This is what's left of humanity, and we are in no shape to fight a war on the scale you suggest.
No. You must hide.
From the eyes of heaven and hell? The Council? That's exactly what must be done. But what humanity needs more than a good hidey-hole is a protector.
A protector?
Is this a destroyer? Yeah.
Let the armies of hell eliminate all that is human. Once and for all, we shall raise his banners.
Darksiders 1, the destroyer. And then I guess war comes here to fight this. After all humanity is gone. That means Uriel, I think her name is here. Wow, so it's actually, the ending is actually not bad. Fury humbles herself, becomes a protector of humanity, so they can may rise again. This is why we need like a Darksiders 4.
Speakers, if you order your station, do what must be done! Horsemen, come! But the The Makers will buy us the necessary time to shuttle the other humans away.
Away to where?
North, back to the council chamber. What sort of a maker would I be if I built a doorway that only connected 2 places, huh? Your heart's desire, horseman. A safe place for the poor and wanted.
I don't understand.
Aye, well, you will. Sadly, you will understand it all as you travel with them.
Me?
They are in need of a protector, and you need a new purpose. Am I wrong?
Come on, don't die. God damn it. I guess we don't see them in Darksiders 1.
I vow to use all of the powers in my possession to protect humanity. And one day, we will set things right. Together. Uthane, my brother, War, is an innocent in this drama. If you ever find an opportunity to assist him in any way, I would ask you to do so.
Let's go! And he does! Fuck yes! That's sick. This is actually freaking cool, man.
Thank you, Maker. May our future be one of justice.
Aye. Safe travels, horseman.
Music is kind of not bad as well, you know? Did Jones? Where did Jones go? He went... Oh yeah, he's fighting them with the... Okay, that makes sense. He's got pistols. Okay, humanity has some weapons. Oh, Strife.
Strife.
What? Dude! Dude, if that's actually Strife, I'm so excited for his fucking game, dude. He should get a... Dude, if that's Strife, then that means he was in cahoots all along. He knew about the Council's betrayal. He knew early on, dude. That means he could have been the original horseman that, like, knew of it, like, of everything. Hiding behind his, like, comical and like, you know, jesterly, like, comical nature. And we don't even see where they go. Ah, that sucks. Needs to be another game, dude. Oh man, if that's actually Strife. That's actually cool, dude. If that's actually Strife and we and he was like trying to help us all along. Okay, Envy. Okay, so I'm looking at Envy. Envy is later revealed to be the main antagonist, having faked her defeat. And is both the first and later the 11th final boss. But I don't understand how she was the Watcher. Having faked her death. Undercover as a Watcher. I don't understand how that works. And she's got replicas of the weapons of the horsemen. The sword, the scythe. Instead of immediately going to Earth, Envy assumed the form of a female watcher and weaseled her way into the Fury's good graces through flattery. But the watcher was given to by the council. So did the council not even know that she was Envy in disguise? If they just picked a random watcher and had to be, that's kind of like a little too much. Like it's kind of like doesn't make sense. It's just too much of a unbelievable thing that just happened. She assumed the form of female watcher and weaseled her way into Fury's good graces through flattery. We know that. To the guise of loyal servant, Envy brought Fury to one of her hated rivals, a bird creature carrying the much-coveted amulet. Its capital bird tracking, and once their physical form has been destroyed. So was that bird creature not Envy then? I don't understand what. Fury to one of her hated rivals, a bird creature carrying the much-coveted amulet. So I guess that wasn't Envy, that first boss? The Watcher disguised. Envy's fabricated warriors. The nearest end would be Envy. Okay. The Watcher disguised Envy's fabricated warriors that the nearest sin would be Envy, combined with her rival's possessive attitude was enough to make Fury assume the bird creature was Envy, which the insane bird didn't bother to deny until death and imprisonment within Talisman's of Fury's hands. Okay, so the random bird creature was just some random creature. That's also something that's way too convenient, considering she would have been she's not a demon. What is she? The Hunter of the Sins, many of which seem to see through Envy's disguise, while she herself dropped a few comments on the subject of Envy herself. While Envy at first appears to admire Fury, she seems heaping praise upon her constantly. Fury slowly grows away from savage rageful narcissist into a more mature being. The so-called servant starts making more than one jab at a horseman for her perceived slights. Fury remains ignorant to the true nature of her servant until the clash with Pride. Envy reveals her true identity and her gambit to have Fury steal all the power that was Sins for her. Okay. Along with taking a chunk of Fury's for good measure. Used as a hand grenade to distract the council. Oh, here we go.
Fool! I told you to silence the traitor. No matter. The young one remains unaware of the power she possesses. The council will deliberate this turn, and they will send war to Earth. A mistake. The final seal will be broken, and I will revel in the chaos. You may go.
Lilith, which we see in Darksiders 2, and finally, I guess that's Lucifer, and I guess that's confirmed that he's working with the council. I want to read some of this first, though. Some of this information here. Before we move on to the let's read into the wiki, right? The false Envy's appearance is equal parts of Ultra Crow and Mage. She wears her signature amulet, faced by Excalibur glowing hum the 7 deadly sins nearby. And since the real Envy is nearby, it constantly glows yellow-green. Okay. So that's why it constantly grows green. That makes sense. I didn't even notice it. With the harm growing stronger when the more than one sin is close by on a chain around the neck, largely armored cloak that depicts bones. Envies the green-formed female humanoid wearing an imitation of the Four Horsemen's attire. That's right. She envies like their power, so that's why she has the doppelganger of all the sins, and she has their weapons. She has masks, death's like mask. Including replica of dust mask. Here you go. War's cowl, colored purple, stripes, body armor, and Fury's accessories. She's weakest, despite this, she's still stronger than average enemies. To compensate for this weakness, perhaps her namesake Envy, a fighter to own power, or other siphons from other six sins using her rival, the fake Envy's amulet, which manifests as versions of the deadly sins and Four Horsemen's attacks altered to become Envy's. Early concept. Okay, it's comprised of an early concept of death drawn by. Yes, I've actually seen this because I have the Art of Darksiders 2 book, and it's actually a concept design of death with four. I'm actually going to see if I can find it with 4 arms. Which is actually pretty cool. So let's see if we can find it here. There are many drawings of death. Even his face. Here we go. Legit the next page. That's supposedly concept art of his face. And this is the early concept of the 4-armed version of him. That's pretty much the design they chose for Envy. Like they even had the helmet, and he's got the 2 weapons, like the 2 pistols, which is Strive's pistol. So they basically just use that design, which is actually kind of cool. Don't specifically down. Envy seems to be made up of aesthetic themes stolen from Four Horsemen. Okay, videos from antagonists. She's first main antagonist to be female. First to be for on 2 separate occasions. Remains unknown to what her true form looks like. Has the most diverse attacks with all her abilities. Both Envy and Rush share many common traits, both in their roles as Darksiders 3 and in their bosses. Both are one of the same. Both characters are one of the first 2 bosses to be fought. Get ready for a later point. Both characters are easily able to overwhelm through in their first encounter. Watcher revealed herself to be Envy. Carry a sword. Being that Envy was really the Watcher all, and there was many hints and clues throughout all Darksiders to show that to the players. As a bird creature that was thought to be Envy, I must be really dumb because I didn't pick this up at all. Thought to be Envy was sucked into Talisman. The magic that is like in the bird creature is colored white, unlike the other sins. With the other sins, as the magic used to suck the sins is colored green, indicating that the bird creature is not a sin and as such is not Envy. See, I don't pick up on such minute details. I don't know why. I should. I want to. Any times when the Watcher is close to the Talisman, it glows green. Due to the Talisman glowing when a sin is close by, this hints that the Watcher is the sin. And to the above, when false Envy is first shown, her Talisman is not glowing. It glows when she teleports to Fury, and the Watcher as well as constantly glows throughout Fury's journey, indicating that Fury has to sit next to her all the time. Didn't pick that up because I'm stupid. After the last has been defeated and tries to tell Fury that Envy is still alive, they make a small quick glance at the Watcher, hinting that they knew Envy has taken the form of the Watcher. Putting many braxes, he gests to the Watcher that the weak always envy the strong, implying that he knew her true identity. The big creature does not have anything to do with the real envy. She is one of the two bosses in Darksiders to be fought twice, with the other being Wrath. As envy associates a talisman with her and Fury's mutual benefactors, it is possible that the fake envy is in fact associated in some way with the Charged Council, either as an unwitting pawn, willing agent, full member, or supreme leader, giving real envy all the more reason to hate the fake envy for what is rightfully the fake envy's. Interesting. So now I want to check Fury. And I want to check the Watcher if there's a... I don't think there's a link. Okay. Let's actually see if there's... Fishing the comic. Will this give us bound to war during a journey instance to control the horsemen? Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Watch your bound to war. The outbreak. Yeah. Envy mimics several watching in order to deceive the Child Council and manipulate Fury in her quest. So she did deceive the Child Council. British to comment Israel in Darksiders, something intended as a derogatory term. Paraptos is like, I guess we don't see an image, but this is the one from Darksiders 1. And this is the sister from the comic. And I guess Envy, we get no image, and then we have Strife. The right of Strife, Jones, the outlaw. I guess maybe there's stuff in Genesis that might actually like spoil, but Ritual Apocalypse segment between having with other humans under protection of the Maker, saying at the end of the game it was revealed that Jones was really the Horseman Strife in disguise. Who knows who protects that? Save for most likely Usain himself. Yeah, knows. The Black Rider, Fury made a way to save last minutes. He takes critical offense to Fury's callous dismissal of humanity when the Black Hammer asks if she was there to protect them. Call out the Hammer being no better than the rest of the so-called higher beings in creation who destroyed their world. Yeah, which means Strife knows this and is probably the first to rebel. Fucking hell, he's such an interesting character, man. I need a full game of him, not just Genesis. But I am definitely going to play him as Genesis. And I'm hoping that... see, he has so much... Like, it's a prequel, right? Genesis is like way before any of this. It's like an adventure that him and War went on. But maybe at that point he gets some sort of information that leads to him having this kind of mindset. So maybe that's where we see something like that. Looks so incredibly stupid as he fails to see what he's fighting for. Fury is impressed by his fearlessness. Spare Jones. Remaining largely as a side character. It's not even a side character. It's literally just appears once at the start and then is all of a sudden at the end. Whenever she interacts with him in the game, which is not very often. Towards the end of which way offers greater insight about the balance and how humanity was so thoroughly betrayed by those who were supposed to protect and defend it at all costs. He consoled down Fury after the revelation of her placation by the Child Council. Right person she'd been, pretty much. Jones, she was probably the worst person of all the horsemen. She was the most, like, she was just basically an asshole. She was like, rude, conceited, blind, arrogant. Like, War, even in Darksiders 1, War like, is like, he lands and he goes, what's going on here? Stuff like that. I'm not sure if he would have, like, been happy with the humans, but I don't think he's like War is more of a badass. Like, you know, he's not. I don't really find him like too much of an asshole like Fury was, but anyway. And Death was just very interesting. Death is probably honestly, Death is probably the nicest of them all, considering, except to his enemies, he's the most savage. Like, Death is the most respectable, I guess. And it doesn't seem like he really gets, like, I feel like Death wouldn't get blindsided as easily as Fury. Especially because he has, like, powers in magic and stuff. So I feel like if anyone's trying to deceive him or whatever, he might figure it out. Jones saying it's good to acknowledge Singh as it means she's well and truly alive, correcting her to meet up with Old Saint later. Escape from the council was present, having come under siege. Suddenly acknowledges Fury's empathy about how Heaven, Hell, and Child Council alike all wish to... Yeah, Heaven, Hell, and the Child Council wish to see humanity eradicate out of fear of what they would become. She's made their pinning blame for everything what's wrong with the universe on them. Just as the destroyer himself made an appearance leading the demon horde, Ulsane and the other makers acted as the last person against the invading army while Fury shuttled the other humans away. So, but if Charred Council is so, like, it gives so much power to the demons, is that because they have a deal with Lucifer, or is it something else? Because the demons are way ahead. Like, there's hardly any like angels left. Like, it's not like they're not trying to make the balance between the war. They're basically giving demons the earth. So I can't imagine why they would so heavily support the demons. But I guess it's probably Lucifer's plan in some way, because they said, like, in Darksiders 2 and in this game they also mentioned that they're corrupted. And in Darksiders 2, Death actually mentions that the corruption itself, the power of corruption has actually seeped into the Charred Council as well. So it's not there, might not be their, like, original intention, but and we still don't know what that talisman is, because she uses the talisman. She uses the green talisman, the sins, she uses that as a grenade to destroy the Charred Council, basically. So I guess that's the last we see of the Charred Council, because Death doesn't come back to the Charred Council. He goes into the Well of Souls. And then War goes to Earth, and then at the end destroys the seal, and then comes back. It gets resummoned as he destroys the seal, as Uriel destroys the seal, and then all four of them get summoned. So, which means Fury gets summoned from wherever she's hiding the humans. Death gets summoned from after being dead. War gets summoned just after he literally just died, and he gets summoned, and then Strife gets summoned from wherever he's at. And at that point, humans are wherever. The Destroyer is destroyed, I guess, and then the Charred Council is destroyed. So they're there to, like, basically destroy all the demons that are there. Like, fighting a war, like fight the war against the demons and whatever's left of the Charred Council, if anything. So the other human Jones would stay behind and fight alongside them, barely breaking past Fury with guns in hand as she was recalled back into the house. Two extending big plans as we run past Fury led lots of humans. Rest of the makers against... Yeah, I'm surprised that when Jones went past, she didn't mention anything. When he, like, walked past her, like, what are you doing? You're human. Don't sacrifice your life for some shit. But there was nothing. It's kind of unbelievable. It's like, what? Uncanny accuracy before revealing his true identity to that. So looking back towards his siblings, scan moments after she disappears into the reflecting pool waters. Jones often talks about humanity in third person, leading to the fact that he's not what he says he is. He will comment that while having so little, people carry on with what they've got because that's what humans do. Had been betrayed, and they still fight regardless of their happy situation. Lust. The last of the Horseman Apocalypse. Current whereabouts are unknown. I'm kind of trying to avoid any spoilers for Genesis, but I kind of want to skip to Darksiders 3 part. But anyway, oldest brother deceased, Absalom. Diz? Who's Diz? A character from Demon Merchant in Darksiders Genesis. Oh, interesting. So she's a parallel to Volgrim. She would tame the horse first. Strife, Fury would needle into bows, but the horse must have criticized them for whipping like children. Shortly after death, Tame despaired the others followed suit. Strife attained his steed, Mayhem. Strife felt guilt over his actions, killing the Nephilim. As time went on, he would question the city of wiping out the Nephilim and acknowledging that they were wrong to try and take Eden, while feeling like the Child Council either made a mistake or intentionally forced the Horsemen to commit such an act as a test of loyalty. Darksiders graphic adventure, then Genesis, which I'm skipping for now, which is very long. I guess that's a lot of what he's involved in. More recently, his full road to the Dark Kingdom, deliver a message to Samael. Desire for some action, hoping to walk into a trap while leaving Strife, shot one of the demon's foot. Yeah, that's in the Strife seemed eager to accompany death on his missions. During events premature but it was said by the council that Strife was tending to other matters. That's right, they did say that at the start. He presumably either completed the mission or abandoned it very quickly because he ends up being Jones. Betrayed the Maker born Sanctuary Haven disguised as a human known as Jones. Presumably for the first time in centuries, where he angrily called out for her. Colors disguised as humans. Yeah. So called Allow Max used to forge again. Alia Maker gave Des one of his guns. He gives his other weapon to War in Darksiders 1. Resembling a black huge horned goblin with a scorpion tail for a ponytail and a minigun for a hand. Oh wow, he's voice sounds identical to Jones, hinting that his true identity early on. That's actually kind of cool, interesting. Concept art. This is in the art book as well. This is, I think, part of Genesis video or promotion or whatever. Abyssal armor. I don't want to zoom in on that, but that's cool. I think I think. Oh man, I think Death has the best chaos form, but Wars is a close second. Furies is kind of lame. I mean, it's alright. It's alright, but it's kind of it's reminiscent of Lilith, which is kind of cool. That would have been a crazy form. Holy crap! I don't think that would have fit her for sure, but that would have been crazy. And then Strife's Anarchy form, yeah, that's actually looks sick as well. The machine gun hand. Not sure. This is not in the book that I've got, so this is definitely a different art book. Reaper form is initially weaker than War's Chaos form, doing less damage a short duration, and Death can still get damaged by tougher enemies. However, when Death reaches level 15, duration and strength of Reaper form increases to the same extent of War's Chaos form. Grants him appearance similar to the common depiction of Grim Reaper. Considered weak in comparison to Death's Reaper form and War's Chaos form, dealing ordinary damage rather than increased amount. However, this is compensated by a repel with Hachi generation while transformed. Appearance-wise, it bears resemblance to the main antagonist Diablo of Blizzard's Diablo 3. Interesting. Is a fusion of demonic and angelic power, and by extension suggests that Horseman transformations in general are a byproduct of the Nephilim's nature as demon angel hybrids. Strife's Anarchy form was called his Riot form. Karn, who's in yeah, we see this guy in Darksiders 2. Project to Corruption and End War. Saying that's right. He's in Darksiders 2. He's like the warrior that you fight. He's really tough.